Do you know the gender of the baby?
Yes.
What are you having?
Girl.
A girl. Okay, so this is baby's head here down by your bladder. And the heart beating here is always the first thing that we like to see, the little heartbeat. So then baby's sort of lying, yeah, with the head down and curled around here. So we'll go through and have a look at all of the detail that we need to see, and I will talk you through what we see as we go along. So this is the placenta here forming along the front wall of the uterus, and the placenta is well clear of the birth canal. And we'll take some measurements of growth of the baby. So this is looking at the diameter of the head and the circumference of the head. There's a little arm and hand and foot, I think, up there by the face as well. And this is baby's stomach. Lots of lovely fluid there in baby's stomach, which is good. It means baby's swallowing nicely. And the circumference of the tummy is one of the measurements that we do to look at baby's growth as well. So the circumference of the tummy here. And baby's bladder full of fluid too, which means the kidneys are functioning. And this is a thigh bone here from the hip to the knee. So a lot of the anatomy gets much harder to see as time goes on. And a little bit of the face here as well. You can see a little bit of the nasal bone here in the lips and the chin. So I'll try to get a little 3D picture for you shortly. And this is an arm bone here from the shoulder to the elbow. So baby's certainly moving around nicely. So putting those measurements together, baby's growing nicely on about the 44th percentile, so just over 2.2 kilos at the moment. So fairly average baby, which is good.
That's not too big then?
No, not too big, fairly average. So we'll take some measurements of the amount of fluid that's around the baby as well. Making sure that there's enough fluid, not too much, not too little. Sorry. So that's a normal amount of fluid, which is lovely. And baby's moving around well, and then we also have a look at some of the blood flow studies to look at the placental function. So I'm just going to have a look at the blood flow going through the brain. It can be a little bit tricky to get this measurement. Looking at the blood flow going through the brain, and that looks good too. Let's get another one here. Sorry about the pushing, are you okay? Sorry, just trying to get baby in the right spot here. So that looks good too. And then we also have a look at the blood flow going through the umbilical cord. It's one of the other measurements that we do to look at the placental function. And that looks good too. So that's the blood flow going through the cord. So it's a nicely grown baby that's moving around well. There's lots of fluid around baby, and the blood flow studies look good. There's fluid in baby's stomach, which means baby's swallowing nicely. Fluid in baby's bladder means the kidneys are functioning. So this is a little kidney just here. And then the other little kidney. It's tricky to see. Just waiting for baby to roll over. Little hands moving here too. And a little bit of the heart beating here as well. So you can see the nice chambers of the heart. And the blood flow here on two sides of the heart nicely. And in the little vessels coming back towards the spine as well. So that's all looking good too. Lovely. Stomach, heart. The other little kidney here. So everything there with baby's well-being looks good today. So I'll try and get a little 3D picture for you. But baby's doing very well. So it's a nicely grown baby. It'd be bigger than your other one, I think.
Yeah.
Which wouldn't be hard by the sounds of it. So yeah, the little legs are coming up in front of the face now. So it's a bit tricky to see the little face in here now. These are the limbs right up in front. We've got little feet up there too. So yeah, I don't think that we're going to be able to get anything at all in the way of a 3D picture. It's just going to show us with the little legs in front here. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, too many things in front of the face there with this baby. Did you manage to get any pictures at the earlier scan? Often 20 weeks is better to see the face because we've got all the limbs in front there.
Little one.
Yeah, wasn't that great? Yeah, but looking good today. Baby's doing very well. So no concerns about anything, and a very average baby, this one. So you would have been measuring quite average too, I would imagine, with when they've been measuring you. Looking good. So that's all on the USB stick there. So I'll give